Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to Money in the Morning with Dr. Boyce Watkins. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and it's so good to see everybody. And today we're going to have a brief conversation about something that is disturbing on the surface and maybe requires a little bit of explanation. And also, toward the end of this video, I will give you my Dr. Boyce profit alert. So, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about Black wealth and Black economics every single day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day under the B1 condition. B1 means we are Black first. Black first means that we put our community at the top of our priority list. Black first means that we care about our people. Black first means we educate our kids. Black first means that we believe in Black excellence. If you agree with this philosophy, put a B1 in the chat. B and the number 1. That's our calling card. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. And also, for those of you that were asking about the stock options training camp that starts tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, just go to my Telegram page, and the link is right there on my Telegram page, drboycetelegram.com. That's where you can find the link. And also, the Telegram page is our Black Investors channel that we created off of YouTube, off of Facebook, so that we don't have any interference in our ability to reach the masses. And we've done this on our own. We reached almost 1 billion views on our videos, and we did this without any corporate backing, without anybody putting us on, anybody giving us a bunch of money, no government support, no bank support, nothing. We did this independently. So congratulations to the B1 Nation for helping us to create our own empire, right? It's kind of like Tyler Perry without all the Medea dresses. All right, so anyway, let's get started here. I want to ask you all a simple question. How many of you have ever heard of this guy, Michael Burry? Has anybody ever heard of Michael Burry and his book, The Big Short? Give me a yes or no. Terrell out of Norfolk, Virginia, Akia Massey, El Hodge, Winston-Salem. Has anybody heard of this book or this guy, Michael Burry, or heard of his book, The Big Short? Give me a yes or no if you know who this guy is. I'm putting him on the screen because he was in CNN today, and it was kind of a big deal. Sorry, that's another topic. Later on today on Dr. Boyce TV, we're actually going to talk about the 3 Black women holding Donald Trump accountable, but that's I'm going to do that a little bit later. So how many of you have ever heard of Michael Burry or The Big Short? Anybody in here? All right, so let me just tell you who Michael Burry is in The Big Short and why this is a big deal. Now, I'm going to be efficient with your time because our little girl, our youngest, is having her first day back to school, and I told her I want to see her off to school, so I got to get upstairs and make sure that I'm there when she goes off to school. And then after that, I got to go to flight training. You guys know I'm getting my pilot's license, so that's going to require me to keep on training, and I'm going to keep training for years on this. But today we're doing a long solo flight, and I'm really excited about that. All right, so anyway, Michael Burry, his book, The Big Short, was kind of a big deal. This book was one where he predicted the housing crisis, and he made some predictions way back in 2008 that led to him making just a ton of money and also getting a ton of respect and big props for predicting a crisis that actually he wasn't the only one to predict. A lot of experts predicted it, but it's because the thing is, when the market's doing really well, everyone thinks it's going to keep doing well. And he was the guy who just got the most, I could say, the most recognition for making that prediction. Well, he's making another prediction, which is really interesting. There's a CNN article that I just read today where basically it says that he is taking a $1.6 billion bet that the market is going to crash. CNN, that was the headline today. It was on CNN, so it's going to be a big deal. A lot of people are going to talk about it. And basically, he's betting big that the market is going to crash. This is interesting to me for a couple of reasons. I'm going to break this down for you. So effectively, what he's basically done, from what I have read in the article, is he bought a bunch of put options. Now, those of you that do stock options, and again, we're doing a stock options training camp tonight. If you want to learn more about options, I'll put the URL on the screen if you want to go learn more about it. But basically, put options are something that you buy that is considered to be sort of a speculative asset, where you're claiming to expect that the market's going to drop, right? So if I buy a put option on something, I make money if the price declines. That's basically what it means. It means I'm buying the right to sell something at a certain price, and the lower the price of that asset gets, the more valuable my put option becomes. So think of it like insurance to some extent, and I think that that's an important analogy because that's all insurance is. Insurance is a put option. It basically says if you crash your car, the insurance company will buy your car from you for $30,000, even if it's totaled, right? So that's what you're doing, right? So here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing about Michael Burry's statement and the fact that it's covered in CNN. And I'm going to kind of give you a breakdown on this that isn't going to really be seen in a lot of places. I don't think a lot of people are really going to think of it this way. I think a lot of people are going to do what I predict, which is to panic, right? And I think market panic is it sells in the headlines of newspapers. It does have a real effect on stock market performance. I can see a lot of people seeing this and saying, okay, if this guy's betting against the market, then I'm going to bet against the market too. Well, what do you think happens? Let me ask y'all a quick question. Simple little quiz, pop quiz, everybody. What do you think happens when everybody believes the same thing about the stock market? What do you think happens when everybody believes that it's going to go down? What do you think? What do you think? What do y'all think? I'm gonna wait. Yeah, when everybody believes that the market's going to go down, it tends to go down, right? So the market has this element of it that becomes kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy that literally, if you predict it's going to go down and everybody predicts it's going to go down, then everybody's going to start selling. And if everybody's selling something, then the price of that asset drops, right? So here's part of the game that I think could be happening here. I think that these short sellers, not I think I know, they one thing that they do is they don't just go short. They don't just take a position. They take a position and then they announce their position. Do you get it? They don't just take the position, they tell everybody what they're doing. Like Hindenburg Research. Look them up. They're notorious for this. They take a position and then they tell everybody, "Hey, I believe this company is garbage, and let me tell you why they're garbage." And so what they effectively end up doing is creating what is called FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Fear in all the equations that define what asset prices should be. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt will always drop the price of something, right? If you believe in something, this is why it's very dangerous when you have people that are really attacking black owned businesses, because basically what you're doing is you're killing them. Because when people don't believe in something, when people are afraid of something, they don't invest in it. And the less they invest in it, the more that thing goes down in value. It's like, or a bank run. If I tell you, let me ask you a question. If I tell you that your bank is shady and that they're going to steal your money and that they're probably going to go out of business, what are you going to do? Are you going to put more money in that bank, or are you going to take money out of that bank? Answer that question in your head or answer it in the chat. And this will help you understand what's happening. So what they kind of do, unfortunately, many of the short sellers is they create like kind of like a run on the bank. And they say something and they say, I think this is going to happen. And if people believe them, then it kind of increases the likelihood that it's going to occur. So my point is that I don't think it's a coincidence that his $1.6 billion bet against the market was publicized on the cover of CNN. I don't think that it's a coincidence. I'd be willing to bet you, I'm curious, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I'd be willing to bet you that if you searched around enough, you would find some publicist who put a statement out, who put out a press release saying, "Hey, everybody, we're betting against the market, y'all. It's Michael Burry from The Big Short, y'all. Y'all know y'all remember 2008. You remember when he was right in 2008. Don't miss this, or you're gonna lose money. Gonna be big price to pay, right?" And so it's a little bit. It reminds me of some of the religious pressure people get, where it's like, you have to believe what we believe and do what we tell you, or you're going to go to hell. And then you're thinking, well, that doesn't make much sense, but man, I don't want to take a chance on going to hell, so I'm just going to go ahead and go along with it, right? And so effectively that's kind of what happens. It's like a financial religion where a lot of pressure is put on people, and then they start saying, well, he may be wrong, but I'm going to sell just in case. And when that happens with millions of people, and then you start to see that drop. Right. So now I'm gonna give you another perspective on this, and then I got to go upstairs and see our little girl off to her first day of school. But do me a favor, please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. You're watching drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people, and the Black Financial Channel, and also in the Black Business School, where we've helped over 10 million of our people invest in stocks for the first time. Just go to blackmoney101.com. That's an introduction to the power of money. You have lifetime access to all the materials for 95% off. Share it with your family, share it with your community. All I ask, I don't mind chopping the price for you. Just I ask you that you don't just become a student. I don't want to teach any students. I only want to teach teachers. So I don't teach students. I only teach teachers. And also, some of you are asking about this shirt, Financially Woke. This shirt is actually, if you go to wokeblacktees.com, WOKE, wokeblacktees.com, you can actually get a copy or get one of these shirts if you want to. Feel free to go take a look at that. And last but not least, tonight, as you know, the stock options training camp starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching this live on the 16th of August, and you can get the link at drboycetelegram.com and join our Black Investors channel on Telegram if you'd like to take a look at that. All right, so we were talking about Michael Burry, the creator of the book called The Big Short, and the fact that CNN is basically saying that Burry is betting against the market. That right now Burry is betting that the market is going to crash. So in light of Burry's bet against the market, what has occurred is that you have this massive headline that, in my view, is going to create a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. And I do think it's worthy of paying attention to. Now, but let me give you another perspective too. When I read the CNN article, here's what they said. One thing that they said is that Burry's bet against the market was pretty much the purchase of a lot of put options. He bought a ton of put options. Now, here's what I want you to understand. Put options do not always imply that you believe the market's going to go down. Put options don't, put options can be used for either insurance or speculation. Speculation means I'm going to place a bet that the market's going to drop, and if it drops, then I make money. Insurance could mean that because the market has gone up so much, give me a yes if you've been following this market. This market's been making an insane amount of money, people. I hope you're not missing. I hope you're not missing this, people. The market's been going crazy lately. So once the market goes crazy, one thing that I talk to the students about in class is I say, okay, in my view, that's a time that I protect my losses. I don't give investment advice. I don't tell anybody what to do, but I tell you what I'm doing. And I said, look, I'm going to buy some puts to protect my positions because I made so much money. It's no different from being in a basketball game where now you have a 30-point lead. With a 30-point lead, you don't need to take a bunch of 3-point shots. You don't need to rush the ball down the court. You slow the game down, and you take safe shots. Or in football, when you're up by 3 touchdowns, you don't keep throwing the ball down the field. What do? If you're a sports fan, you know what I'm talking about. You start running the ball. You start playing more conservatively. You start protecting the lead. You don't start trying to increase the lead. You understand? So right now in the stock market, you're in a big lead. You're winning right now. Those of you who've been investing consistently, and if you haven't, I encourage you to get started. There's my class, by the way. If you want to join for $1, literally the first month is $1. It can't go much lower than that. I do my best. I can't make anybody want to learn stuff, but I can offer it for $1 for the first month. So if you want to come in and ask me questions and hang out with the students and have me look at stocks for you, I'd be happy to do that. The cost is literally $1 for the first month. So the URL is on the screen, theblackstockmarketprogram.com. So feel free to go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com if you'd like to join. But anyway, this market's been winning. You're in the lead. You're making money. You're doing great. Now, at this point, a lot of experts will protect their gains. So effectively, him buying put options does not mean that he thinks the market's going to drop. That's my point. That doesn't buying put options does not automatically mean that you think it's going to crash. I own a ton of put options, and I'm not sitting around predicting a crash. I'm saying that it's possible because we've talked on this channel about the fact that there are some uncertainties and concerns about the market right now that could lead to a decline, but I'm not seeing that right now in sort of some sort of clear vision, right? So ultimately, just know the presence of put options in his portfolio does not mean that he believes that the market is going to crash. I'd have to see the rest of the portfolio to know what he's really trying to do. But to say that the presence of put options means that he believes the market's going to crash, that's like saying that a person who buys life insurance believes they're going to die soon. Give me a yes or no. If you buy life insurance, do you buy it because you think you're going to be dead next year? Yes or no? Or if you buy car insurance, is it because you believe your car is going to crash? Like, are you sitting around hoping, like, man, I can't wait for my car to crash so I can get paid, y'all? Do you do that? Yes or no? No, you don't. You don't do that. You don't buy car insurance betting that your car is going to crash. You buy car insurance in case your car crashes. You're protecting your investment. And we talk about the 4 steps of wealth in the Black Business School on a consistent basis. The 4 steps of building wealth are: number 1, learn where the money is. Most people never learn where money's located or how to get it, and they think they're going to have it. That life don't work that way. Sorry, folks. Number 2 is make a plan to obtain it. I can't tell you how many people I've met who want to be rich but don't have a plan for it. Number three is to engage in an accumulation process. Big money tends to grow slowly. It does not grow quickly. So stop looking at the rappers telling you about the fast money. It's the slow money that stays solid. And number four, which is what I'm getting at here, is to protect what you have. 70% of all wealthy families lose all their wealth within one generation. So if you don't protect the wealth that you have, then guess what? Your kids are going to lose it all anyway. Your grandkids will lose the rest. Okay. So effectively, you have to do those 4 steps of wealth if you want to build the wealth and protect the wealth. And so effectively, what he might be doing, again, I can't speculate. I have not seen his portfolio, is he could be buying the put options to protect the wealth he's accumulated. Because if he's been consistently invested in this market, he probably has some long position stocks that he's purchased, which means that he's probably been making a boatload of money already. Now, if you have any specific questions about investing, I can't answer a lot of questions right now, but I did promise you, because she's about to go to school and I got to go upstairs and see her off to school. Then I got to go to flight training. I will be back a little bit later. But the other thing too is I did promise you that I would give you the profit alert for this week. And the profit alert, the stock that I just bought is IHS Holdings. IHS Holdings, and the ticker symbol is IHS. IHS. That's India Hotel Sierra. I'm practicing the phonetic alphabet because I'm trying to be an airplane pilot and we have to use the phonetic alphabet. I don't know why it's taking me so long to get it, but India, it says India Hotel Sierra, IHS Holdings. That's the stock that I believe in. Now, if you want to get profit alerts sent to you via text message, all you got to do is text the word stock to 31996. Text stock to 31996. Some of you are here because you got an early morning text from me with the profit alert. I'm sorry, but money don't sleep. And Black intelligence doesn't sleep. Black hustle does not sleep. So that's why sometimes you might get a text from me early in the morning. Hopefully it wasn't too early though, but either way though, I just, I'm moving when we're moving. So in fact, in the mornings, I call it money in the mornings. I'm going to start doing this on a regular basis. So in the mornings, I'll be right in here. So just stay connected with the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live. Again, I can't control YouTube and Facebook and these other platforms. I think they shadow ban some of the Black channels. So I don't know how to undo that. So that's why if you really want to stay connected, you should get on the text list. Just text the word stock to 31996. And also as a backup, if you'd like, we have a Black investors channel at drboycetelegram.com. And of course, I want to remind you guys real quick, don't forget the All Black National Convention is happening October 20th through the 22nd in Atlanta. If you'd like to get a discounted hotel room before they run out, or be a vendor or be a sponsor and market your business, just go to allblacknationalconvention.com and you can sign up there. All right, guys. So have a wonderful day. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. And I'll check back in with you a little bit later. Take care now. Peace.